I truly love that intro just because I truly think in a few days here we're gonna wind up with another one of the Matthew Tkachuk moments.
Ooh,
Another episode of the Ratchet Report here from Heat versus the World. Justin, it's Olympic break. How are we doing?
well, I'm not sick anymore. I'm not sick for the first time in like 2 weeks, so this is fantastic. I feel much better. Um, for those of you guys who knew, thank you very much for your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate you. Um, I'm doing fantastic. I have been in and out of work, sleep, eat, trying to recover. So I have not done the best job of keeping up with the Winter Olympics. But when I can, I do watch. And I got to say, this Olympic break across all of the events has been nothing short of stellar. I think this is
Yeah.
a really, really good Olympic Games so far. Shout out my boy, country cross country skiing for Haiti, first Haitian to compete in
Yeah.
that event in the Winter Olympics. Shout out a homie from Brazil who won a gold medal for Brazil, first gold medal in Winter Olympics history for Brazil, if I remember correctly. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that's huge for their country. They don't even get any snow, kind of like us, huh? Look at us, sunbirds out here.
No, 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 no. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it was almost snow flurrying here where I'm at. I mean, now we're just, snow is just, this is how we live now. I don't know what you're talking.
I think we got like, because Athens is not far from me. It's like an hour away. They had 6 inches of snow a
Yeah,
couple
that's
of years
crazy.
ago, which was nuts. Like if you looked at the Georgia Bulldogs Stadium, you would have thought they were in Big Ten country.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too. There is
Yeah,
nothing prettier than a football stadium covered in snow.
I know that's right. Well, there's something a little bit prettier than a football stadium covered in snow. And you know what that is, Jeremy?
A Florida Panther Stanley Cup.
That too. But you know what's slightly less prettier than that? Because we're biased.
What's that?
An Olympic hockey gold medal. And
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, we have the women's national team, Team USA, in the finals, in the gold medal game, baby, taking on Canada once again, looking to get revenge for the Beijing incident of 2022. And yeah, they are unbeaten, untied. We love to see it. And we're going to go ahead and win this gold medal for the country and for all of us here. Because, Canada, I'm sorry. If you can't win the Stanley Cup, you're not winning the gold medal team. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. It's just business.
I mean, Canada. If you just look at how stacked that men's team is, I mean, it's just gonna be so hard to beat them in the men's competition, which we'll get to later. But women's, yeah, we own that. We own that. America
That's
owns
light
that.
work.
We're winning gold. We're winning
That's light
gold. They already gave Canada the belt in their first matchup. 5-0, 5-0 killing. I mean, our women's team is genuinely amazing, and I feel like if you just look at every other sport, like I get it, we always want to talk about the men's sports, but like Team USA when it comes to women's sports as well just dominates in all of our four main sports as well.
They do.
Our just a reminder that our women's team in soccer was by far better than our men's team for a long time as well
And
in the
Loki still
2010s.
is. Loki still is.
Yeah, I mean, and our hockey team is also amazing as well. I mean, America just runs sports.
We do, especially when we play against Canada, and we get uh, one confirmed chance right now to prove that once again on the world stage. Um, but who knows? We're knocking on wood here. Don't want to take too many chances, but we could have another chance against Canada on the men's side of things, and it's going to be tough. Especially since we have some Panthers on there that I unfortunately will have to be rooting against. But they're not unbeatable. They are human. We can beat them, and
They are.
take a really really good effort from the USA side to take home the gold medal. And that's with any team that they play. because, even though the preliminaries say one thing, once you get into elimination, in the tournament bracket, once you get past preliminaries and into the elimination rounds, you're going to get the best from each of these squads. So
that's when the going gets tough. That's when you're going to get the best hockey you'll see.
exactly.
I mean, this is what we saw in the 2010 Olympics in Vancouver. This is what we saw last season at the Four Nations face-off. This is what we're talking about. We're gonna see some really good hockey.
This is why me and Jeremy flew to Milan during the NHL season to build that arena and make sure it was done on time. By the way, you guys are welcome. It looks glorious, like we told you it would.
Yes, that I don't know. I don't even know what like the some of the complaints are about with how like, oh, the boards aren't lined up with the seats or whatever. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It looks perfect to me. And I don't even see a difference with how short the ice is. I don't see a difference. I think my measurements were actually pretty spot on, if you ask myself. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand what anyone's talking about. I think we did a really good job.
We may have taken like an imperial measurements to metric measurements class in like 3 minutes. So maybe it's not like fully regulation, but
wait, did you take it? I didn't.
Wait, you didn't? It was in the email, bro.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. All right. But it looks glorious. Our only complaint though was we required that both Florida Panthers Stanley Cup banners hang from the rafters, because it was built by us Panthers fans, and the IOC politely declined. I'm not sure why, but it is what it is.
Unfortunately, there are problems with, well, if you're going to give one team their cups, you got to give other teams their cups and everything. We weren't really willing to kind of give in to the whole COVID Cups 2 situation. It was just going to start a whole debacle that we didn't want.
We don't have enough rafters to fill the 24 banners of the Montreal Canadiens. Like, let's not get too over the top, IOC. You should only have the last 2 champions there, and obviously it's us. So
yeah, exactly. I think relevancy. You have to go with what is most recent. It's newsworthiness, the timeliness, and everything. I think we were the most timely team. So I think at that point you just gotta give the edge to us and everything. And I'm so sorry to all the other teams that are in the league, but do better.
Yeah, do better. That's all you got to do. If you don't like it, then win. And
yeah, exactly. Like we're not doing right now.
Right. We are not doing that at all right now. And you know what? There may be incentive, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, to continue to not do that. Jeremy, tell us what we found out about the Seth Jones trade, buddy.
2 weeks ago, we did find out some pretty remarkable news that I don't know how it didn't really. It just kind of went under the radar, and no one ever kind of thought about it. It was also in an article a whole year ago too, and everyone just like, oh yeah, that's a part of it too, apparently, and just everyone kind of batted an eye. The Florida Panthers losing is actually kind of in a good spot now because the Seth Jones trade was not only Spencer Knight in the first round pick. That first round pick that was sent over in that trade is apparently top 10 protected. That was not told by anyone in 2026. It is top 10. It is a top 10 protected pick in a year where we are very much looking like we're going to pick in top 10 if we still had that pick right now. Which right now we are number 10 in the league. So keep on losing. Get closer and closer to Gavin McKenna, please.
Yep. And I feel like it flew under the radar because no one, not even Panthers fans, not even the pundits over in Toronto media or anything. I don't think anyone expected the Panthers to be this badly injured to the point where they're losing this many games. So I think that stipulation there is kind of like that's there, but they're going to be good for a while. They're not going to lose their captain and Tkachuk or like 5 other guys to injury. That ain't going to happen. And then it ended up happening. So now, even when we lose, we win.
And don't tell Tampa Bay Lightning fans that we're more injured than them. They don't agree.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
We are now in a completely fine spot if we keep on losing the rest of the way. I mean, as much as you obviously want them to go on a run and try to challenge it, we're in a really rough position right now. Last podcast we were recording was in the middle of that Buffalo Sabres game. We didn't come out with that win. We didn't come out with wins after that. We beat Boston, but we needed that to be in regulation. Wasn't in regulation. It was in a shootout. We barely won. Marchand had to come back for that one. And the Lightning played a fully healthy team against our AHL team. Because we had no Ekblad in that game. We had no whoever else didn't play. I don't even remember anymore. But we had no one for that game. Tampa had everyone. We were never going to win that game. Tarasov turned into Swiss cheese. It happens.
Yeah. Tarasov and the Charlotte Checkers, man. Congratulations to the Bolts for beating the Charlotte Checkers, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. But
it is truly unfortunate to how bad our team to how bad the Florida Panthers have just gotten suffocated with injuries this year. There's nothing you can really do outside of it. Matthew Tkachuk is going off right now in the Olympics. I don't think he has a goal necessarily, but he's been killing it, producing. Brady's doing great. That line with Eichel, Brady, and Matthew Tkachuk are just awesome. Can't wait to see both the two of those in Panther uniforms by the time Zito probably gets on the phone, kind of gets back, and he's deciding, he doesn't want the team anymore. He just wants Eichel and Brady with him. So
I know Chucky has had at least two in these preliminaries. He's had at least two multi-point nights.
And the best one coming on that first goal from Team USA against Latvia. Nice pass to set up his brother Brady.
How can you write the beginning of this journey for this Team USA squad any better than that?
And I just like how Team USA is made up of the Tkachuks and the Hughes.
Yeah, it's literally two families and everyone else, because we're balling, man. This is. I'm just so happy to see best on best hockey again in the Winter Olympics in this setting. Going to Milan and Cortina with the best players in the world representing their countries. In my opinion, though, and I've seen other people, echo this sentiment. Now, although Russia is not in the Olympics due to, many things, the doping scandal and, their attack on Ukraine and things of that nature. Can we truly call it best on best if Russia is not in the tournament? Because I feel like if Russia was in this tournament, it would turn a lot of heads as far as who would be competing and who wouldn't. I don't think many of these squads will stand a chance against all three of them in this tournament.
Unfortunately,
Russia.
Unfortunately, it would just be so much better if we had a team like Russia in there compared to Italy. Even France, just like these teams don't stand a chance against. Latvia's played honestly good. I've been fine watching Latvia. They've been actually fun to watch.
Oh, they've been punching above their weight.
Italy's got nothing. They have nothing, and it's like I don't mean to say it as in they suck, but I mean just look at the talent that Italy has compared to Finland, who they played.
Yeah,
they didn't even have enough shots to win that game. Finland had like 60 more shots than them. It's not fair for Italy because they don't compare to them.
Right.
And
I mean, at least the French team did have that one guy that beat the life out of Tom Wilson. So that was fun.
Yes. That's another, and now he's gone for the Olympics too.
Yeah, like he just couldn't resist, could he? Just couldn't resist. You knew it was not going to be a Tom Wilson Olympics unless he fought.
I don't know. I don't think they told Tom Wilson the whole like, hey, you're not allowed to fight in the Olympics kind of thing. I'm not sure if they told him that, but I'm completely fine with it. I think that was pretty good.
I think they did tell him that, and he just said, I don't care. I have to fight someone. It is in my nature. It is in my DNA.
I think they were probably telling him that the referee was probably telling them that as Tom Wilson was probably staring down at the Frenchman. Just like, I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm definitely not looking at him with blood in my eyes. I hear what you're saying completely. Okay, drop the gloves.
Dude, I mean, this has been an unbelievable preliminaries between that and Matthew Tkachuk with the chirp of probably the best chirp in Olympic history, man. Looking right at you.
You're not gonna get many. You're not gonna get many chirps during the Olympics where you're gonna get
always
one.
the bridesmaid, never the bride. Hot mic too. Oh man, that was brilliant. Bro, I had Rangers fans in my group chat who hate Matthew Tkachuk saying that was awesome. That was awesome. Because what can you say to that? You've lost back-to-back Stanley Cups to this man.
There is truly no lost love between Leon Draisaitl and Matthew Tkachuk, and I don't. There's honestly not. There are probably very few players who enjoy Matthew Tkachuk in general, and I don't think Leon Draisaitl is one of them.
Bro, you think? I mean, because obviously it's going to take a lot if they're going to make the playoffs, but at this point they're probably not going to make the playoffs. The Panthers are. This is like make it or break it for the Oilers, right? Like they have to get to the playoffs and win it all this year, right? Because I mean their boogeyman is gone.
Their boogeyman is gone. They don't have a Stuart Skinner in net anymore. Unfortunately, they replaced him with Tristan Jarry, who, I mean, I guess he's better.
Slightly.
But I mean, I still don't see the Oilers making the playoff. I mean making playoffs. I still don't see them making the finals. Actually, I honestly do see him making the finals. I just don't see him winning it all this year. I don't see him. I don't think they take down a Tampa Bay Lightning team.
The East is so unbelievably on fire right now that it's probably going to take 100 points just to get into the playoffs.
And I hate to say it too, but a lot of these teams too, I just don't even. I feel like it's Tampa, and I feel like that's kind of it out of the East. I feel like Tampa is right now is your winner. They have an incredibly great team, and I feel like if they make it and they face Edmonton, that'll be a great matchup. But I think again, I think that one is one that goes 7 again, and I think it's just going to be causing you more nightmares for Edmonton. I don't think they're beating Tampa. I don't think they can beat Vasilevsky in a 7-game series when they have Tristan Jarry in net.
If I am forced to be picking between the Tampa Bay Lightning winning the Stanley Cup and the Edmonton Oilers,
I know.
I'm rooting for the Meteor.
Yes.
Destroy Benchmark Arena first and then destroy Rogers Place. But, I mean...
I'm just really hoping somewhere TJ Luxmore comes into the arena and says, guys, I decided before this series started that I actually miss having a feud with Paul Maurice, and welcome the Florida Panthers to actually take the place of the Tampa Lightning.
I could actually see that happening. Batman, make the call. You know you want to. But man, if I had to pick, I think I would find more satisfaction in seeing the Canadian team drought extend rather than seeing Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid lift the Stanley Cup. So
I hate to say it too, because I just don't want to see Tampa, especially right now, especially like the peak of our. I have been trying to make episodes. I have been trying. Unfortunately, it hasn't lined up with Panther and Lightning episodes. I cannot stand Tampa this year. This is like the first year where I truly can say I cannot take anyone with the fan base, with the team, with the coaches, with the players. I can't stand Tampa one bit this year. And it really sucks that we're in a position where we're not even going to make the playoffs because I really wish we could beat them. I really wish we were healthy.
Defend our title, man.
We're not going to be able to defend our title. We're not going to be able to do much, but we're going to be able to defend that top 10 pick.
What? Well, the good thing is you can't take away those Stanley Cups.
You can't take away what has made
person seeing Florida Panthers on one spot and then directly next to it, Florida Panthers.
You can't take away 2023.
Like, that's amazing. And then we'll just try to strive and make it 3 cups in 4 years. That's the plan right now. So,
which is a dynasty still. So it doesn't matter.
It's a dynasty.
Even 3 and 5 years should be considered dynasty.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what the Blackhawks did, right?
Yeah, they did 3 and 5 because they won in what was that 2010, 2012, and
2012.
No, 2015.
2015, 2013.
Did the Kings and Blackhawks win it? Like, was it like Blackhawks, Kings, Blackhawk, Kings? Is that how that went?
I think so, because I know the Bruins won in 2011. So
Yeah, Bruins was 2011. The year before that was
2012. Blackhawks 2013. Kings in 2014. Blackhawks.
When did the Blackhawks and Flyers face off? Was that 2010 or was that 20? Because that was before.
It was 2010. Let's see. That was 2010. I want to say. Yep.
2014 was. Rangers
they won in 2010, 2013, and 2015.
2010, 2013, 2015.
3 cups in 6 years.
Yeah, that's
still a dynasty.
Still, I would consider the fact the Penguins won it in 2009, 2016, 2017 to be, or 2017, 2018, whatever it was. I would consider that to be dynasty as well, because even if it was only 3 cups and it wasn't in like 6 years or anything, they had continued dominance where like they could look upon a core of 3 players that everyone knew was going to get it done.
Right.
And like they had a very good team back then, even if they didn't get it done like 5 times. They got it done 3 times in a matter of like a decade. I would say winning in 10 years, 30% of the time is pretty good.
Very, very good. Listen, I will take that any day. But we're looking to do a little bit better than that, starting next season when everyone is healthy. So we just need to not get any injuries in training camp, because that was clearly a bad omen in hindsight. And we'll try it again next year, because I don't think we're going to see another year back to back of the East going absolutely insane like this. I feel like this is an anomaly.
I feel like the first half in general was an anomaly. I don't think we're going to see many teams that perform nearly above their weight as they did later, especially later on, especially the playoffs. We're not going to see Buffalo. We're not going to see Buffalo getting that far, even if they do make it. We're not going to see that.
Never, ever.
But the good news is we only have like 20 more games to get through before we can finally start looking at the offseason. We can finally sleep happy and go over what we really hope to see from the team next season.
That's crazy. That means we only have like maybe like 10, 12 episodes of the regular season Rat Trick Report left. And then
about just about that. We have the playoffs that we still have to get through too.
Yeah,
that's gonna be awesome to cover. Can't wait to go ahead and watch some playoff.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. No stress. We just get to watch these other 2 teams, all these other teams beat the snot out of each other. Oh my gosh,
that'll be very fun.
Man, it has been a minute since we've been able to watch the playoffs and not stress over the Panthers.
It has legit been since. Honestly, it's been since before COVID.
Yes.
It's been basically 6 years. It's been since before Bob.
Yes.
We didn't have Bob. Our starting goalie back then was Roberto Luongo.
Lou.
As much as why did we not win a cup with Lou as in that, man? We did him dirty. We really did him dirty.
We did a lot of goaltenders dirty.
But hey, he won something that a lot of the current players have not been able to win. That was a gold medal in 2010.
That's true.
So he got his get back.
He sure did. And we love him for that.
Well, with that, you got anything else to go ahead and say?
Nothing hockey related, but to all my Dolphin fans out there, let's go. We're blowing it up finally. We got rid of Tyreek, got rid of Bradley Chubb, and soon we'll be getting rid of Tua, and we'll be doing a rebuild the correct way for the first time in 26 years. So,
can we hope the Miami Heat follow suit as well, same, and just do something similar soon?
Well, Kashad Johnson just won the slam dunk contest in front of Pat Riley, so I'm sure he's probably untouchable in trade talks now. Kashad
Johnson has now been given a 5-year max contract.
Oh, he will. Trust me. Listen, Pat Riley.
And also Johnson dance cam at every single Heat game, and then he starts dancing on the sidelines. Yay!
I can see it. Now, if Giannis comes to Miami, it's because he was dancing with Keyshawn. You know, he was feeling it. He was feeling the moves. But yeah, my teams are terrible except for the Hurricanes and the Panthers. You know, even when the Panthers are bad, they're still good because you know we'll get a good draft pick hopefully, and you know the Hurricanes coming off of a national runner-up campaign. Hopefully, with Darian Mensah here, we can win a national championship and get back to the Natty and this time win it. So.
It's a really bad time for the Florida Panthers to not be great because I think this is a year where Florida Panthers, where Miami fans could really lean on the Florida Panthers.
Exactly, because remember the first year we went to the Stanley Cup in this run, the Heat were in the NBA Finals at the exact same time.
Yeah, exactly, and unfortunately, they both got blown out.
Yeah, both lost in 5. That was the year I lost literal years of my life to sleep. Or to no sleep because you would have the Panthers play on one night and then the Heat play. They were literally alternating nights for like a whole almost 2 weeks. Oh my God, it was terrible.
Not to mention the Panthers that had the whole quadruple overtime game as well, which I mean that literal no sleep that night.
Oh my gosh, man! I'm like, bro, just win in regulation, please.
It's so funny thinking of that game too because I think there's only been one game where I watched in the playoffs of the Panthers where we won it. And I can confidently say I didn't cheer. And I was like, thank God that's over. And I was like, at this point, I'm like, I don't care if Carolina wins. Like, at this point, I get it. Whoever wins with this game is going to win the entire thing. I get it. Just someone win. Just stop this entire thing. Just someone win.
Exactly. Like, someone score a goal, bro. Like, I will welcome being down 0-1 if someone just scores a goal. Please. Please. Oh, wow. Thank you, Producer Joel. The year Jimmy gets traded and lose by 55 to go home is the same year Cats go back to back. That's not a coincidence. Oh man, the Heat and the Cats can't succeed at the same time. You're right. You're right. I don't know what it is.
What if they keep going a magical run this year? Now that the Cats are out.
Listen, I will buy a Marlins magical run before I buy a Heat magical run. Okay, the power.
Yeah, because the Marlins have had 2 of them now.
Depot Park.
The Marlins have had 2 of them. They've never. Have they ever hosted? No, they've never made the playoffs.
They've never hosted a playoff game at Marlins Park.
They made the playoffs twice, but I mean, if you count the wild card round as a playoff, which I don't, but
yeah, but they got swept by the. I want to say they got swept by the Cubs, and then they also got.
No, they beat the Cubs.
Oh no, they beat the Cubs.
They beat the Cubs. They actually made it that year. And they lost the Braves.
Mm-hmm.
But that was in 2020, and that was in Houston. And then they faced the Phillies, and they had the whole Bryson Stott incident.
Bryce Harper, man. Oh my gosh! And my best friend is a Phillies fan. He was letting me have it that week. Oh man.
That's just like when you go ahead and you start playing though. We lose every week. You're nothing special. We lose every week.
Right, like it's the Marlins. Oh my gosh.
Congratulations, you're $300 million man.
Yo, the Trop's looking good, buddy.
The Trop is looking great. I mean, we're getting hate still for some reason, even though people still don't realize that, you know. They're like, oh, it looks like a circus show. I'm like, and you guys didn't say anything about it? Oh, yes, you guys did.
The other, like, 40 years it's been up. You never said anything. Okay. You weren't saying anything when the Lightning were playing there.
No, when the Lightning were playing there, this is pretty cool.
Yeah,
now we're back, and it's all Yankee fans saying, "Oh, look, the circus is back up." Just let me. We didn't have a single stadium for a whole year. Can you please just let us be happy for once?
Listen, if Yankee fans talk trash, just show them the series they played against the Marlins in Miami when we swept them. That was fun.
I'm just gonna show them that one game when they put on all their deadline acquisitions, and every single one of them blew it up for them.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny.
And I'm also just gonna show them 2020 because I mean, like, I can live with 2020 for the rest of my life as well. I don't care if we didn't win the World Series that year. You guys lost to a team that was like hammered by just cheap owners.
Yep.
So did Houston.
Tradition having cheap owners.
Shout out Jeffrey Loria.
Oh man, World Series champion Jeffrey Loria.
Yeah. Oh. You know, I was, going to the Winter Classic. I was happy to show my dad. I'm like, see, the Marlins did win a World Series for the Rays, twice.
Yeah. I mean, bro left the Expos and immediately won a World Series with the Marlins. It's insane.
The fact that Marlins haven't moved yet is out of my mind. And they got a new stadium for the Rays too. That's crazy.
Yes, they tore down the Orange Bowl for this. I'm sitting there like, I remember the Orange Bowl being here last time I was here. Why do we have this stadium here? Oh, but
No one goes to that stadium anyways.
It is a nice stadium. It's a very
It
nice
is a
ball.
very nice stadium, and
But-
when you're there for baseball, it's even better.
But
when you're there for
selling
hockey, it's
out
even
the
better.
World Baseball Classic, you can't sell out a regular, weekend series against like a top-notch team. That's tough.
It's almost like the World Baseball Classic is the only time Miami will ever see important baseball
Yes.
during this era.
Please, the only
Marlins,
time they'll
come
see a
good
champion
again.
on that field.
I think I'm gonna be honest. I think the Marlins are really turning a corner here too. So I think postseason
nerd is
baseball is
saving
in
us.
reach. They're not beating the Dodgers anytime soon, but they're in reach.
Listen, you see these nerd glasses here? The nerd is saving us. Okay, he's saving us, man.
And I'm yes.
Let's go. We need it. But yeah. Outside of hockey and the giant tangent I just went on, I got nothing else. I'm just very excited to be back. Very excited to be back on the show with you and with producer Joel and everybody. The whole Heat versus the World network. I want to get on a Heat versus the World podcast episode if that is possible. We should
I would love to give my 2 cents about how bad the Heat are.
We should definitely
can we have a collab, please?
We need a collab. We need to get their thoughts on the Cats, and we need to give our takes on the Heat. Get some corporate synergy going.
Yeah, yes, and then have them collab on one of our episodes too.
Let's go. Producer Joel says, "Let's do it. Let's go." You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. The episode's coming. But yeah, that's all I got. If you don't have anything else. Nothing. All right. Guess I gotta say those magical words again, huh?
Yes, you do.
Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in to another great episode of the Rat Trick Report. For producer Joel, my great co-host Jeremy, I am Justin. Like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends to watch this episode because we have both of our lovely faces in it. And until next time, hopefully with a gold medal around my neck.
Yes.
Go Rats. Throw Rats.
Throw medals.
Let's go.